Welcome to Drinks with Danny and Joe.
I'm Danny.
And I'm Joe. This week we are doing a taste test comparison. We're going to do two different drinks. We're doing Midori and Disarrono.
Yep.
And we're doing basically an Midori sour and an Amaretto sour. And we have like a mixer version. It's Mr. Stack's Sweet Melon Liqueur and Mr. Stack's Amaretto liqueur. And we're going to compare those with the higher end drinks and see if we can tell the difference. If they're better, worse.
Yes.
What the situation is. So I've already made the Midori sours. And we just did it. It's Midori and sour mix shaken with ice. And then melon liqueur sour mix shaken with ice. And I've made both of them. They're sitting in front of us. I know which one's which. You don't?
Nope.
So you're going to try to guess which one's which on this one, and then on the other one, I'm going to try to guess which one's which on the Amarettos.
I'll do the Disarrono and the Amaretto, and then he has to guess which one is which.
And then we're going to see which one's better.
So first off, one is a greener color than the other.
Yes. You're talking about the one you're holding right now?
Yeah.
It's greener than the other?
Yeah.
Okay.
See?
Right.
There's quite a difference in the color.
Uh-huh.
Now, I don't know if I've ever had Midori.
I don't know that I have either.
So...
Because it's never been a drink where I was like, ooh.
I know, but like every time we go to the liquor store, I'm always like, can we get Midori?
Yeah.
Because there's just something, I guess, enticing to me about a melon liqueur, because I love melon.
And it's a nice looking bottle.
Yes.
Midori is in a very nice looking bottle.
I like the green.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to try the lighter green.
Okay.
Okay, this one.
Okay.
I'm going to try this one first.
Right, I'm going to try it too.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
Ooh, that's nice.
Ooh, that's really nice. I like that a lot. It's got that nice sour with it, because, obviously the sour, but that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes green, too. Is that weird?
No, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Okay, so that's one.
That's one. Okay, let's try the other one.
Try the other.
Let's see. That one's Midori. I'm saying this one's Midori.
This one's Midori?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this one tastes like a Jolly Rancher.
It's more lemon, or more melony.
Yeah, I like that. So that was our freezer.
Yeah, the ice maker.
Yeah, I heard it. I don't know if they'll catch it.
Maybe.
To me, this one's more melony.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like with it being a melon liqueur, I feel like the Midori would have more of a melon flavor as opposed to the
Mr. Stacks.
Yeah, I want to say off-brand or cheaper brand.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the Midori has more of the melon flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong?
You are 100% wrong.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that one is the Mr. Stacks.
This one's a Mr. Stacks? Yeah. Dang, I like Mr. Stacks better than I like Midori.
Yeah, I like them both. This one is a different kind of melon taste.
This one's like
they're not the same melon.
No, this one's almost got like if you take a sour apple Jolly Rancher and a watermelon Jolly Rancher and put them together. Yeah. That's what this one tastes like, the Mr. Stacks one. I really like that because of the melon. This one, because you get more melon on this one.
Yeah.
Dang, I was wrong.
You were wrong.
I was so wrong.
Isn't that crazy, though?
Mm-hmm. So, curious, what are the origins of the Midori sour?
I know it started in New York. Let me see. Now, the Midori sour cocktail's origins can be traced back to the introduction of Midori, the Japanese melon liqueur, in the United States in 1978.
Ooh.
The Midori sour became popular in the 1980s. So that's what I'm seeing. It was originally called Hermes Melon Liqueur, but the name was changed to Midori in 78.
Oh, nice.
So that's a interesting fact. I wonder, is it actually Japanese?
Well, the word Midori translates to green in Japanese is what I see.
Well, it says Midori is the original melon liqueur, and it is infused with Japanese melon. So I wonder if a Japanese melon just tastes different than the melon you're used to tasting.
Maybe.
Because the other one has clearly a picture of a honeydew melon on it.
And that's more the melon I'm used to.
Yeah. So.
Let's see.
Maybe.
Let's see what a Japanese melon's all about. It looks like a honeydew.
Does it?
Yeah.
It's probably the same melon, honestly. Because I'm sure that the cheap brand is specifically to imitate Midori. So you don't have to pay Midori prices for Midori.
Yeah. But me personally, I like the cheap brand a little bit more. Yeah. I mean, they both taste really good. Yeah. They're both exceptional.
I personally like the Midori better.
Yeah.
Because it's less, it's not as strong of a
melon.
Sweet melon. Like, it's not as sweet.
Yeah. I like the sweet.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we know that.
Yeah.
In all of our past podcasts, I always talk about how much I enjoy my drink to be on the sweeter side. Mm-hmm. Like, this is a drink I would drink. I don't want to say regularly, mm-hmm. but this is a drink that when we go out, I might order one of these.
Yeah. Well, apparently, what I've seen, it's normally topped with like a club soda, mm-hmm. which we did not do. Ours is just melon liqueur and sour, and that's it. Mm-hmm. It would probably be a little lighter if it had the club soda.
But that still probably wouldn't be bad.
No, I think it would be good.
I think it'd be delicious.
Yeah, it would just be lighter. Yeah. And maybe a little bit fizzy.
It'd be interesting, though, to see the difference at different bars, too.
Yeah.
Like, how much it tastes different, how they do it, mm-hmm. that kind of thing, compared to what we just do here at home.
Yeah.
Do they... Now, this could be weird. I didn't smell them, but do you think they smell similarly?
When I was making them, the Mr. Stacks one has a very strong melon scent. And I did not get a very strong melon scent off the Midori.
No.
Mm-mm.
I really do like the Mr. Stack ones a little bit more. I do.
Which is just great because the 750 milliliter bottle of Mr. Stacks is cheaper than the pint bottle of Midori.
What's the price difference?
The 750 of the Mr. Stacks was $9.99, and the pint of Midori,
it was like
which
15,
is
right?
0.375, so it's half the size, is $12.99.
Yeah.
So you get twice as much for $3 less.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But they're both really good.
Yeah. But if you're making mixed drinks, go with the cheaper one, because it's cheaper.
I mean, and nothing wrong with that.
At least equally good and maybe better.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on who you are, too, because like we were saying, I prefer the Mr. Stacks a little bit more, but you prefer the Midori.
Yeah.
So, but we also have different tastes.
But I think if I put a little more sour mix in there, it would cut the sweetness of the Mr. Stacks and it'd be fine.
Mm-hmm. They're both really good, though.
Yeah.
I enjoy them very much. So lately, I've been on a kick of crocheting. Mm-hmm. So recently I made a crocheted sweater, mm-hmm. which I don't know if we've posted a picture of.
I don't think we have.
We'll have to post one.
Yeah.
It's made with granny squares, and I crocheted them together, and I'm pretty proud of it. I've worn it a couple times now.
Yeah, I think you've worn it to every holiday thing we've been to this year.
I have, because I'm very proud of it. My mom taught me how to crochet back in 2011, and like she just taught me like the basics of what to do and everything, and I just kind of rolled with it. Mm-hmm. So throughout the years, I've made blankets.
So what do the basics consist of, would you say? Like, what did you learn that you consider the basics?
So the basics, like starting off with chains. So you make like a slip knot. You make mm-hmm. a little knot on the end of your yarn. You put the hook in that, and then you'll grab the extra yarn, pull that through the hook, and you just kind of keep doing that, and it makes what looks like a chain. That's mm-hmm. what it is. It's a chain. And that's basically the foundation of majority of your crochet stuff out there.
So I know how to do that.
Yeah.
My grandmother taught me how to do that.
Mm-hmm. The chaining, and then the single crochet. Mm-hmm. Do you know that one?
That's like when you come back and you just go through one, hook, pull it through, go through the next one, hook, pull it through.
So, yes, I think so.
Like you go through the one you just made.
Yeah, you go through the chain.
And then you wrap it around once, pull it through. Go to the next one, wrap it around once, pull it through, go to the next one.
No, what you're thinking of is slip stitch. So when you do a single crochet, you put it in through the first chain. Mm-hmm. You'll grab the yarn, pull that through, and then you have 2 pieces of yarn on your hook. Then you wrap it around again, and you pull through both of those. That is a single crochet.
Okay.
So
You've lost me already, so we're going to have to take pictures.
Yes.
Of what exactly. Maybe we'll make a TikTok of it.
Oh, we can make a TikTok. Yeah.
Since we didn't do a TikTok of the drink for this one, we'll do a TikTok of the crochet.
Of the crochet, yes. But no, slip stitch is when you have one piece of yarn on your hook. You go into the chain, you grab that second one, and then you go through that hole, and then you go through your crochet. Mm-hmm. And you still just always have just one on your hook. That is slip stitch. And that's basically, you do that to end your rows.
Okay.
End your project. So, but she taught me to chain, single crochet, half double crochet, and a double crochet.
Okay. And then what is that? Is that the basis for all the other stuff you do?
Basically.
So, like, you could make a granny square with that?
Yes. So, all the granny squares in my sweater, double crochet. So, I start off with the magic ring, which is something that can be difficult. Took me a while to master that one. Mm-hmm. You can also start with chains, put it into a circle, and then just go into the chain. But I start with the magic ring, and then you chain 3, because then that's the height of a double crochet. And then when you double crochet, you have one yarn on, you yarn over again, then you go into the stitch. And then you pull up a loop, and at that point you have 3 yarn. 3 pieces of yarn on your hook.
3 loops.
3 loops, thank you. I couldn't think of the word. I'm like, 3 something.
The thing, the thing.
The thing.
You know the thing, come on.
I could not think of loop to save my life at that moment.
So what I'm getting from this is that granny squares are complicated.
No.
Yes.
No. I think granny squares are one of the easiest things to make.
I've never made one. Do you know the Afghan and Roseanne that's on the back of the couch? Yeah. My grandmother had one that looked almost identical to that.
Yeah, that's granny squares.
But, like, she would make stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think every one of the kids had an Afghan made out of granny squares.
Yeah. But no,
mine was green.
Well, the blanket I made you, I want to say double crochets.
Mine's zigzaggy, isn't it?
Yeah, but what you do then is you go into one stitch, and then you do your double crochet, and then you chain 2 or chain 3 or whatever, and then you go into that stitch again.
It would do absolutely no good to describe it really well without being able to see it, I don't think.
That's true.
Unless it's somebody that knows how to crochet. Then they'd be like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, we may have to... we'll have to go through, the process of, I guess, all 3 or 4, because we talked about the slip stitch, too.
Yeah.
Stitches through.
Yeah, which would be fun.
Yeah. If I'm to make something, I do prefer the double crochet because it goes faster. Because it's bigger.
Yeah.
So that's what I prefer, is I guess a little bit bigger. But then it also leaves you with more gaps.
Bigger holes.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Bigger stitch, bigger hole.
Yeah, exactly. So
I think mine has pretty big holes, my blanket.
Yeah, I think so. But that's what you chose.
Yeah. Yeah, I picked the pattern.
He picked the pattern. He picked the colors. It's like an orange and gray. Mm-hmm. And it's a massive blanket. It took me a while to do it. It's a really big blanket.
Yeah, it's like a queen size. All right, let's make the other drinks.
I haven't even finished my other two yet.
Jeez, you're taking forever.
Because I was talking. Whenever I talk, it takes me forever.
Yeah. You crochet and I sew. So recently, I got the idea I was going to make myself some flannel shirts.
Yeah.
So we went, where was that? Hobby Lobby?
We went to Hobby Lobby first.
We went to Hobby Lobby and they had on sale for it was like $2 a yard. This orange flannel, which orange is my favorite color. So I was like, I got to get it. And I was just going to get a couple yards and make a shirt. But I was like, well, how much is on there? And I think it's like 7.5 yards or something.
I think it's 6.5.
It was like $15, I think.
I don't know, because you got 2 other ones.
I mean, just for that one. I think it was $15.
Okay.
Maybe it was 12. I don't know. It was pretty cheap for the amount of fabric it was. So I already had a pattern for a teddy bear that I got a long time ago.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, I got to brush up on my sewing skills because it's been a while before I try to make a shirt. So I made a bear, and it is cute enough, I guess.
I still need to finish putting the face on for you.
Yeah, you got to do
We'll have to put a picture.
The floss.
I have him right over there. He's on our...
Oh, yeah.
Do you see him?
Yeah. So I sewed that up. I think it took, a couple hours?
A couple hours. We watched Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
I introduced Joe to Gilmore Girls, and he loves it.
Yeah, it's great. That's actually not a bad show.
No.
I don't mind it.
It makes you laugh, and that makes me laugh.
But I sewed that. I still haven't done any of the shirts. I think I have 5 different flannel patterns to make shirts out of.
Something like that, and 2 different patterns.
Yeah.
Because we ended up buying one from Joanne Fabrics, too.
Yeah, because the one I got from...
Hobby Lobby.
Was it Hobby Lobby?
The first one you bought at Hobby Lobby.
Okay. So the one I got at Hobby Lobby is kind of like a unisex, just real straight, kind of plain looking shirt.
Yeah, but the second one you bought was nice.
Yeah, the second one was like a little more form-fitting and seemed like it was like made more, like there was more effort put into the design. So I got that, and then we got... So one of these days I got to do that. Maybe tomorrow. Who knows?
We'll see.
If I make a shirt, we'll take a picture.
Yes. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, let's make the other ones.
Okay, we're going to pause real quick, and we're going to make the other ones.
Okay.
Okay.
And we're back.
Yes. We are doing the amaretto sour now, and I know which one's which, and which one is which.
Yes, and I do not.
Yes.
And also... Like the Midori, I'm pretty sure I've never had an amaretto sour.
I've had Disarrono, but I don't think I've ever had an amaretto sour either.
I've never even had Disarrono.
Really?
So I will have no idea which one tastes more like Disarrono because I've never had it.
I love Disarrono. And
I worked for several years in a liquor store.
Yes.
Never had Disarrono. Okay, I'm gonna start with the left-hand one.
What one? Is that the lighter colored one?
The lighter colored one.
Okay.
That's very sweet.
That's why I like Disarrono.
I could see that. It's pretty good.
I'm gonna try the other one.
Okay. Trying the other one. Oh, this one's got a lot nuttier taste. I like the first one better.
Me too.
I mean, this one tastes like nuts.
It does.
Which I guess is what it's supposed to taste like. Okay, so I think this one, the second one, is the Mr. Stacks. Yeah.
It is, yeah. The first one is Disarrono. I kind of gave it away, too.
How?
So you're like, ooh, this one's kind of sweet. I was like, yeah, this is why I like Disarrono. Well, and then I was like, shit.
Well, luckily I wasn't looking at your face because it would have gave it away for sure.
I was like this. I was like, shit. Yeah, the first one is Disarrono.
I like the Disarrono better.
Me too. Like the difference between the Mr. Stacks and the Disarrono. With this one, I feel like it's way...
Yeah, it's a lot different.
This one's a lot different. Whereas like with the Midori and the Mr. Stacks...
they were different,
excuse me,
but not bad different.
Yes. It was more of a subtle different.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, it's like night and day.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a completely different flavor.
But yeah, no, like I wouldn't go for just an I wouldn't say an amaretto sour. I would say a Disarrono sour.
Yeah.
Because
definitely.
Because I've had Disarrono, you know, quite a few times throughout the years. Mm-hmm. It's one of my favorites. Mm-hmm. I would have Disarrono and Dr. Pepper. Like, to me, it's so good. But I love amaretto. Like, it's probably one of my favorite flavors.
Yeah.
But the Mr. Stacks, it's decent enough.
It's got an odd flavor.
Yeah. It's more, like you said, it's more nutty. And, I mean, amaretto is supposed to be almond anyway, but...
Yeah. But I feel like the Disarrono is a Disarrono flavor. And then the amaretto is more like a almond extract flavor.
Yeah. Like, especially the after taste, it tastes like almond extract.
Yeah.
Another reason why I didn't want you to take the picture.
Because of the color difference.
The color difference, and there's a color difference in the things. Mm-hmm. This one's darker than this one. So you'd be able to tell.
Yeah. Okay, so you were talking about drinking Disarrono.
Oh, yes. So, I used to mix it with, like, Dr. Pepper. Mm-hmm. That's always just been kind of my drink. I say that, even though I haven't really had it in a few years. But Disarrono and Dr. Pepper, like, the combination, to me, is just so delicious. Like, I like rum and Coke. Sure. Tequila and Coke. Sure. Mm-hmm. I'm good with mixers. But Disarrono and Dr. Pepper is probably my favorite mixture. So I was looking, since we do tend to do the origins of drinks. This one says the amaretto sour's origins are unclear, but it's thought to have originated in the United States in the 70s. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much all it is. The amaretto sour was made with just 2 ingredients, amaretto and lemon juice. Mm-hmm. The amaretto's natural sugar content balanced the citrus, so no additional sweetener was needed. However, as the drink became more popular, bars began using artificial sour mix instead of fresh lemon juice, which made the drink much sweeter. Today, modern bartenders are working to restore the amaretto sour's original flavor profile while making it more modern. That's pretty much about it.
I wonder how they're going about that. Like,
maybe they're actually mixing it with fresh lemon juice instead of the mixers.
So, I don't know what kind of bars you've been to.
Not many.
But the ones I've been to and the ones I've worked at, we're not squeezing our own lemon juice regularly, you know?
Mm-hmm. Smell the Mr. Stacks one. Mm-hmm. Does it have a chocolate smell to you? Like, I feel like it would
smells like nuts.
Does it?
Yeah.
Mine, like, I almost got like a chocolate smell to it, and it almost felt like it would be really good in some sort of like chocolate martini.
Oh, it probably
like
would.
An amaretto chocolate martini.
Yeah, but if you took the creme de coco, and the amaretto and vodka, it'd probably be pretty good martini.
Be really good. We should try that one night.
Yeah,
and just see, because I feel like that would be really good.
Yeah,
but yes, back to it. I do prefer the Disarrono over the amaretto. Is good. The Mr. Stacks amaretto is good.
Yeah,
but the Disarrono can't top that.
So you know that show? I think we watched it a couple of times. It's like a bartending competition show.
Oh yeah, where they made all those fancy drinks and everything like that. Yeah.
Like, I think it was Master of Mixes.
I think so.
Or something like that, which is funny because that's the name of the mixer that we used is Master of Mixes.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Those kind of bartenders, I could see trying to, and I'm using air quotes here, bring back the original Disarrono sour. And everybody else is fine with sour mix.
Yeah.
Because if you're drinking Disarrono, you like a sweet drink.
Yeah.
Like, it's sugar water.
basically. But yeah, and I remember that. I think we only watched one episode of it.
Maybe.
Because it was.
But they did a lot of stuff with like where they were like smoking things and.
It was weird.
Yeah.
Like it's not what we thought it was gonna be. Like they did all kinds of like weird fancy drinks, which I mean, don't get me wrong, fancy drinks cool, but it was not what we were prepared for. We didn't think that's what it was going to be.
No, I was thinking it was going to be a bartending competition, and it was like a mixology competition, which is not the same thing.
I'm trying to remember what it was called, but I don't remember. I think that was around the same time that we were watching that glass pulling show too, right? The glass blowing and...
That was a good show.
That was a cool one.
That was like glass blowing competition. Drink Masters.
Drink Masters?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, you don't think of it as being what it was.
No. Yeah, that was on Netflix. Mixologists competing to create cocktails. Yeah. Let me look up what the glass blowing one.
I was going to say, I think we only watched one episode of that, but then we watched the glass blowing one where they created all kinds of cool stuff.
So that one was called Blown Away.
Yes.
That was a good show.
That was cool.
I like watching that. But I did want to go into glass blowing when I was younger.
Yeah.
And there's actually a studio, or there was, I don't think it's still there, in Greenville, where you could go learn how to blow glass. And I wanted to do that, but it was like when I was super broke.
Yeah.
And couldn't afford. Like, because it's not cheap.
No. That's a lot of work to have to do, so.
Yeah.
That would be cool, though.
Yeah.
Like, I've always found it interesting. I don't know if it's something I'd want to do, but I like watching people do it.
We have 11 Spotify followers now.
Ooh.
Yeah. And one comment. You want to hear our comment?
Yes.
It says, "You guys are great. I like the interesting facts of the drinks." And then it has a little martini glass. And I don't know what the other thing is.
Oh.
It's a little emoji of some sort.
Okay.
But I don't know what it is. So that's our one comment.
Yes, I love that.
If we get more comments, I'll read those too.
That would be fun.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, the commenter, the name is just a bunch of letters and numbers, so I'm guessing they were just on the web app.
Probably.
But
that's okay. They at least gave us a comment.
Yeah, there was a comment on the Mojito episode.
Ooh.
So.
What episode was that? 3?
Number 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah. I've kind of lost track on what numbers the episodes are.
Yep. And then as far as episodes go, episode 1 is still our most
popular.
Listened to episode. So maybe we'll do that too. Everyone, I'll just check and see which one's the most listened to. See if we can get something else out of.
It'll probably be number 1 for a while.
Yeah, it's probably going to be for a while because the next closest one is almost half. So.
And that's the Mojito?
Yeah.
1 and 2, and then goes down from there.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But yeah.
We're still having fun doing this, trying drinks. I was actually telling him as I was making the amaretto sour as well. We were paused. That I really like this episode too, because I like the taste testing, what do you call that?
It's a little side quest we got going.
Yeah, the little mystery. Pick which one. What do you think? Like, I like that. That's fun. Because then you get to taste them both and you're like, because I was wrong. You were right. But that's okay.
As it turns out, melon liqueurs, get whatever.
Yes. Amaretto? No.
Go with the name brand. Although, we may have to try it like with Coke or something. Just to see, because you really taste the amaretto in an amaretto sour.
Yeah.
But you might not as much
in like Coke or Dr.
like
Pepper.
a Coke or Dr. Pepper. So I'm not completely discounting the amaretto yet. I think it would be fine as a mix-in, like if you're making a drink that just has a little amaretto in it. use that one. It's fine. You don't need to go Disarrono for mixing like an oatmeal cookie or something like that has a lot of stuff in it.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fine for that. But if you're going to drink it and the main flavor in it is the amaretto, then...
Go for the Disarrono.
Yeah, get the Disarrono.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like Disarrono.
So, now we know.
Well, and then, like you said, melon liqueur. Either one.
Yep.
Both of them were delicious.
Yeah. So. And we have other stuff we could do. We don't have a whole lot, but there's a couple of other mixers that we have. Like we have an apple mixer and triple sec and butterscotch. Which, really, those are just mixers.
Yeah.
But they're, like the triple sec, there's Grand Marnier, there's Patron Citronge, there's B&B, like there's a bunch of different orange liqueurs that you can use. They use them for higher end margaritas.
Isn't that Cointreau?
Cointreau, yeah.
Cointreau? Mm-hmm. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Cointreau.
Isn't that also an orange liqueur?
Yes.
See, I don't know if I'd be able to tell the difference on any of those.
Those would be tricky, but I think you would be able to tell the difference maybe between like a Grand Marnier and triple sec. Maybe. Because Grand Marnier is like really fancy.
I'm going to go back to one of the ones that you said we have. What I think we should do one night, or one podcast, excuse me, is we have butterscotch. Mm-hmm. We should make butterbeer.
Butterbeer? From
Harry Potter.
We could.
That would be so good. I've seen so many different recipes for it.
Yeah.
But I feel like it would be delicious.
Yeah, we could do that. Or we could make buttery nipples.
Ooh.
That's a butterscotch drink.
I want to say I've had that, but I don't know.
Maybe. There's buttery nipples, slippery nipples. There's a bunch of nipple drinks.
Should we?
I don't know what the nipple is. Like, what in the drink makes it a nipple? Like, why is it a nipple? Yeah.
What would make it a nipple?
I don't know. That's what I'm going to find out.
I thought that was a shot.
Bull shot.
It is a shot?
Buttery nipple? Yeah, you can do it as a shot or a drink.
Oh.
Get a butter ball, butter shot, a.k.a. buttery nipple.
There we go.
So it's butterscotch schnapps, Irish cream, and vodka.
So what makes it a nipple?
I'm guessing the Irish cream. Let me see what's in a slippery nipple, and then we'll know, because the thing that's the same in both of those is what makes it that.
Ah, okay.
This is riveting podcasting, I'm sure.
They love hearing all the paper flip-throughs and stuff.
Nothing says good podcast like flipping through a book. Okay, slippery nipple is 1.5 ounces of Sambuca, 1/2 ounce of Irish cream.
There you go.
Irish cream is the nipple part.
Is the nipple part.
I wonder why, though.
It's a good question.
We'll have to maybe we'll do those two drinks.
And do the origin on it then, too. Because that would be fun.
Figure out why it's called a nipple.
That'd be fun. I'd like that.
We'll have to put that on our list of drinks.
Yes.
It's getting lengthy.
It is. So, but...
Speaking of, if you have a drink recommendation, hit us up on Facebook.
Dang it, I was about to say that.
Beat you to it.
You did, yes. We do try to do follow our recommendations and just discuss it.
Yes, we're actually recording a listener recommendation with a guest. Mm-hmm. Coming up. So the episode after this one should be that one.
Yes.
Well, I think we've had a pretty good run for this one.
I think so. All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening again. Like and follow, share, all the socials.
Yeah, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
iHeartRadio. But yes, give us a like, a share, a follow.
You can give us a rating on Apple Podcasts.
5 stars.
That one helps. We did get a 5-star rating. It was from me.
Oh. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah. And then you said it was for you. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, boo. Yeah.
No, that's fine. All right, guys. Well, until next time.
Indeed. Until next time. Okay, goodbye.
Bye. That one was a good one.